Hello and hello all! Welcome back. So yeah, StarBound has some major error and glitch issues, and then I found out why. And of course some of my friends have it, and I discovered Windows caused also problems to lag people and crashes. But I also found out some mods got removed. Some popular mods, but I guess like they say, time flies. So yeah, I did have to try to get everything back. Mining, I gathered a fuck tons of coal. And I mean a fuck tons. I'll be serious with you. Not there. I'll be serious. I mined a shit tons. And I got bored for shit. I broke about 16 copper pickaxes while mining up a tons back then. Until the crash happens. And then the universe that I have ends up getting corrupted, so I had to delete it, but I managed to transfer my own character into a new universe. So yeah, the only copper pickaxe I got was the one right here, is the last one. After mining all of that, combined the extra lore and other resources I mined. So yeah, we technically are all set. Of course, we got power. I even researched and unlocked these heat lamps, so we boost growing speeds. I got composters ready, since I want to get things done, get things composting. In which, by doing that, I can keep speeding up my production. I want to speed up production, and the faster the production, the better. I know I could make some better stuff, and yes, we have the other ModPack, so now I managed to get the other mod fixed. So Space Age Polymer back. Oh man. And now I can. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I need to make tons of these to boost my crops. With that, I will boost my farming rates, but it will just use up a bit more seeds, which is not bad. Plus the dogs are with me. We are doing some party stuff. People have asked me, what did I find out when I made a private announcement about what I discovered when people want me to look into Windows 10, 11, and other Windows versions. And I said, sure, I'll give it a shot. And I found out so much BS when it makes you want to not have Windows and just switch to Linux immediately. And after doing testing, I found out you need to turn off other things. Even if you're going to gaming settings for Windows, you will realize that thing they said it's meant to optimize your own computer, it never optimized it. Oh, that was so bad. And I will be honest, that is a disappointment of Windows. If they were honest with their people, then yeah. So yeah, you got to also just create a pro tip. You can just make a ton of rotten food to grow your plants with that. You just get the same growing rate as the mush. But mush has like one downfall where it uses. People say it uses like up more seeds, but for me, I already read it a bit more. It just uses less seeds. So yeah, if you want to make mush, or just make rotten food. But other than that, I will just say this though. Before I get the side distracted, let me explain one time. So after I looked through, Windows is full of bloatware, spyware, plus unnecessary apps that they don't let you pick what you want to have for apps. Hey, I wouldn't mind like if they want me, yeah, if they give out an auction for example and said, hey, here bud, we'll give you an auction. Plus they even grant me option to pick what languages I want to have. Go with the main language of like English, then yeah, that'd be cool. I'd honestly be glad to do that. That'd make it easy. Plus I won't feel like I'm just freaking out or having a hard time working on things and all that. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely also point out another thing. Windows company just became a totally a big asshole. They'll just do anything to get you to buy anything that they have. And once you do, you're like thinking, oh hey, I already achieved something good. No, not really. All you achieve is just about something that never helped you out. And I think, for one thing, I think what they should do, if they were being honest to the customers and not adding spyware and bloatware, is just add a simple thing, like have a custom version where it's way more customizable, kind of like Linux, but here's a little trick. They make it where you can customize it way more, add your own things, your own cursor, your own other things, and plus you can even have your own like special fonts or anything, which of course I'm going to see by testing one of the computers I have and see how optimized I can make Windows 10 and 11 and how much I can modify the older versions, but no full guarantees. And of course they made even restrictions so you can't play any newer games on older Windows. That kind of sucks. But hey, I will say this, at least on the bright side, if you're on Windows 8 or 7 or older versions, you can play StarBound, which is nice. It has compatibility. Just keep in mind, you will have your ups and downs, unless you somehow surpass them. There. So, you're probably also asking, Nikki, so why is it you mined up a shit tons of iron for? Well, for two reasons. One, I need iron pickaxes. And I need a lot. And iron is pretty good. A good choice in case you need extra equipment too. That's good. Oh, and the doggies are playing. They were very adorable when they're playing on some beds. So yeah, there was also so many people who private commented me saying that I should play Finch's story, since they want to see how the Ostoms react, like reactions on Finch's story is, and how quickly we are, and how smart we are at it. And I did look into it, but I'm just waiting for my family to look into it. Who knows, maybe it'll take a long time or not, but if it happens, well, it happens. Hopefully, I'll have all the fonts thing on Windows all sorted on my old laptop and see what I can do. Or something else, but I do have plans for Linux, mainly Arch Linux, since I'm making a reboot of one of my operating systems. I'm definitely want to make sure Arch Linux is well set up. And of course, I also want to get this point across. I will be playing with other friends, as we want to basically play together so long. As well, I'm also looking into other type of jobs that are open for us. Sadly, for now, not many jobs are open. Not even open to Ostoms, sadly. Not yet. Who knows, time will go by and we'll see if I get a job or not. Or pick up one or start a business someday. Oh yeah, I did change the scrap thing to another currency. So we got like two money types. So we got cash for the pixels replacement, and we got essence replaced with another currency. So it's just going to make the gameplay interesting and feel like a whole entire civilization thing happen. I did try my best, look up mods, what can optimize StarBound, and yeah, mostly I'm just not happy of how Windows is. And how it does also, if you're doing a boot drive, I suggest you be very careful doing a boot drive system, a dual boot system, because, or even a combined boot, which is like a unique combined version. Which I did that for one test, but I just see this project is still new, and it's not completely all worked on getting any versions to work there. But so far I only found out Arch Linux and Windows 11 on one of the versions do work. Just need more time till the newest versions are compatible to ours. Alright, I think that's enough copper. Alright, so actually reminds me I need to get this. Well, I will just make this because I just made too much. You can also make primitive weapons if you like, but just keep in mind you have your ups and downs. So there we go. Yeah, I guess I can replace one of my bolt bolt rippers. There we go, better weapon. Why not dual wield two different guns? One is just an engineer tool, one is just a bolt ripper. There we go. One just do a single fire, other one's just a bit of burst fire. A good weapon combo for range. Alright. I need to probably get myself potatoes. Oh. Well, I guess this time I had to eat it raw. Oh well, raw it is. I could do that, yeah. I will show you what I did over here is I expanded a lot. Ooh, that thing got me. Oh, I love it. I just need to... Oh, you... Oh, that's actually not a bad combo. The Bolt Ripper combined with the Iron Plasma Cutter is just a good combo. Because you just cut an enemy's section of the body and they're like, oh, this is so much pain! Ah! That means so much pain, you're just like, oh hey, I get to kill you then. Don't mind I bolt rip ya. That's the best moment you can just say. But yeah, I will see what my friends will do and see what they can think of. And hopefully I can help one of my friends solve their issue. And then, yeah. Because one of my friends does use Windows, so once I show him the thing, it probably will shock him. If you do have a RTX graphic card and you made it to work, my advice, crank the living out of your StarBound game by cranking the FPS on that RTX graphic card and make it fast. It will make the game run smooth, and it is good at doing that, even if it's modded. That I like. But also another thing to keep note, I also have a plan to play with my friends on a Let's Play series to see how quickly and how far we can go. There we go, just cook up some of this. Now I just need to make a refrigerator. Oh yeah, I still have that oil. I forgot about that. Which I will need a chainsaw. Alright, so I want to get that. Boom. You should make it where you upgrade the thing you already got to a large variant. But I will keep this one as well because, well, why not? So in case I get more food made, technically I boost up my chances. Alright. Now I have a chainsaw, I'm just gonna... Yeah. It's a bit quick, but not quick on certain materials. It's a chainsaw. You cut trees with it. Deforest the area, make it a good clear. But is it good for weapon? Probably not. Alright, there we go. Oh, let's just chainsaw all this wood down. Oh, that's not bad. I guess it's a did Emmy. Yeah, I'm gonna admit, having a chainsaw really does make the job easy. Even if it cuts through plants. Which I do recommend making the chainsaw, so you don't have to have a slow progress once you find tar. Just convert it into like oil with the with the hand mill, and boom. Good for dealing with plants too. Oh man. Now that is good. I'm just impressed that I just gathered a lot of wood quickly with this. Where did that thing go? It was like there and disappeared. Oh well, freaky stuff. So yeah, I was thinking about researching this so I can make more power, but I thought, well, I don't have tungsten bars to make a battery, and I need to make more of these. So, in doing so, I am gonna make one other tool. Since we got the chainsaw, and of course, we need to advance the armor to a better tier, we can't just go around and assume like, oh, we can just get better gear and just go pshoo. No, we don't have the metal. Yeah, so we're gonna have to continue research, development, stock up on food. Oh no. And just basically stock up through a lot of resources and organize things. Which I'm thinking about storing all this in the resource only chest. Make one storage a resource only, while others be different type of things, like blocks or something. So it could be easier. Alright, so I know this is an upgradable tool, and I know some of you are gonna tell me, Nikki, just don't. But I will want to get it. So with this, combined with a flashlight, I can see. And this is the reason why I built this over here. Since I haven't looked in here much, that's a lot of money. Bandages, that's good. Well, down here, I want to get this all set up as if it's like I was going into a dungeon. There we go, drain this liquid out. There we go. Alright, now we just get this made. And now, we open this up. And voila! We got a downstairs area. We can put this chest here, as it's like we store things down there. And once we go in here, we begin. We got sandy areas by the looks of it. So that means we got some new ruins. Even though we might not have the old ruins we used to have. At least on the bright side. We get to take the better advantage of this as it opens up more new mining opportunities. Must be near one of those ruins. So yeah, I will point out I did a lot of changes on my ModPack and optimization, so StarBound can run on any thread, on CPU threads and anything. So if you got more threads on your CPU, and you're like, huh, how come StarBound don't work? Then you try this ModPack, you'll realize it works smoother. So, yeah. We'll also be doing a lot of things, which me and others in Megaboy Discord server, we are also doing a lot of like planning, scheduling, ideas, and we want to get things sorted after a lot of issues. So, yeah, as I am gonna talk to you guys while y'all get to watch what I do, I also have plans to do some Minecraft challenges, like the Outlaw Engineers Minecraft type of challenge that is all hardcore and fairly difficult, which I'm gonna see if some of my friends are up to join. If not, well, I guess it's just be me. Oh well. So yeah, basically there's no damage output type of particles, so you can't tell how much damage you're doing, which I'm thinking about making the ModPack harder where you don't know how much health your enemy has. Hopefully in the future things will get better and we all can play. I just want to make sure to do balancing first. Alright, there we go. Good, I made tons of this, so I could see if that works. Okay, it doesn't. Maybe I thought it does, but oh well. So, the reason why I'm also collecting silicone is not just because I need to research better things, it's because I want to get better researching tech, as well make this, advanced circuits. So we got silicone board, but advanced circuit is next, and I need that. Which, do I have it? No. But could I make it, you probably ask. Answer is, well, complicated to put it. To make it, I need to make carbon plates. And how do I get carbon plates, you ask? In the tier 2, which is going to be a problem, because how you can get it if you don't have Tuscan. Simple. So since I can't get off the planet, and I need to research something, I need to get core fragments and start making the first STL drive. So meaning I need to go down to the planet. Oh no. So yeah. May as well get ready, because we're going to go deep. As well try to not die. For here, can't cook really a lot, which is a really big downfall because how am I going to make better gear? Well, that's not hard to do. We need 4 wheat to unlock this, a plating table, and yeah, and of course one of the stations. And how much wheat do we have? Well, 4 actually. So technically, we can unlock it now. Boom! So yeah, we also have a mod that makes things go transparent so it doesn't overclutter and makes it where you don't have to worry. So yeah, if you're gonna make the kitchen, then you don't have to get a higher tier thing to make it, you can just make it with what you got. So now I have this. I can either put it down here or put it around here, but since there's room here, I'm just gonna put it here. Now we unlock bigger and better. So we can actually get more food. Even make honey bread. Or other things. Or make things if we start a beef farm. Even pizza. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves. So we need food that can sustain us. Banana, wheat, raw bacon. But the question is, where do we get the bacon? Probably from pigs. We can make butter, but we don't have anything that gives us milk. But we can make this, because we got one of those. It's overpowered, but I don't want to use it just in case I can make a deal with one of my friends. You can also make other ingredients from other race spots. Good that we got the tomatoes and other things, but we need pork wheat. Which is a good thing, it's a vegetable, but what we're gonna do, right? And look at that, we can even make that right away. So, since we can make that easily, we can even make things to increase the chances on less use. So with that, now we're making more resources. So this is going to grow more. Well, I'll have this, I'll have potatoes, of course, but this has already began to slow down, but at least on the bright side, we know how to make more. Which makes you wonder, there's also other weapons we can use for hunting. Which I did say that I want to get into hunting a lot more. For the meat and all that. Now, I believe, yeah, and we need core fragments, and unfortunately I used the core fragments what I did have, but it wasn't a lot, so we're gonna need to get more. But since potatoes are not going to be a great use for now, we could store those away. Store them as extra use when we need them. Let's see, do I have the tomatoes? Yeah, I do. Now we make more of those. Get it stored in. And voila. Now with this, we'll start growing tomatoes, granting us a new permanent food source for now, while we eat these away. Alright, so since I did say I want to get into things, and you all probably don't believe me fully, but yeah, I'm literally am going to do it. Making a hunting rifle. Well, may as well start hunting a deer. Or whatever the fuck. Seal? Not much meat. Where's that big flying bird? Oh, I just killed a boss. Yeah, you can kill bosses to get some unique items. So getting those medkits might come in a good lifesaver for later. Just in case. I want to be prepared, so once I go deep, I have more lights. Even though I got one of the items that gives me light. Alright, let's see. Nothing yet. Oh, there we go. Might as well kill it. So yeah, you can't really tell, so this makes it a bit more interesting. So you don't know if you already got it killed or what. Alright, just recover from that. There we go. So yeah, this rifle, this hunting rifle, yeah, it might not be too great, but hey, it's something. Okay, I should not have ducked you. Yeah, you're gonna die. But the person is right. There is core fragments in these mods. So we could easily get some core fragments. Not just to work on more, but also there's also no reason to this, just to get other things. And of course, I will point out some things. A lot of other people in private comments ask me, will I play Helldivers too? I will have to think about that. I will not jump into the game right away, just in case something goes wrong. I just don't want to be accused of something if I join on for some weird time or reason. You know. I just don't want to feel like I'm the rude one or awkward one. Oh, there goes the— oh my! Okay, I'm killing you. Holy, talk about mass murder. Oh, now that's worth it. Alright, so basically, I will be also making the same similar remark that there is a possibility I won't be able to like always be on their games if y'all want me to play so badly. As basically, I'm trying to get things sorted and get other projects worked on. One of them is most likely the Omega PC. Ooh, that's nice. Though, my spaceship is not one of those that could be upgraded differently. Why did I press that on accident? So, I will point out though, I will see if I will be able to play Binge's story and play with y'all as well. And let me know what some YouTubers you want me to play with. Or what SMP you think I should at least try to get myself to join in, and how much I can learn. I'd like to learn a lot and get better. And of course, I won't be always available for certain times, but I will schedule loads of videos so y'all don't feel like I abandoned y'all on accident. Because I want you to know that I did not abandon y'all, and I do care. Which is also another reason why I want y'all to be well aware that I could have been busy probably gain things, seeing what jobs out there are available for all systems, and if there is any jobs, hey, that's good. If not, well, at least I tried. But just keep in mind, though, anything that happens on my end and that you don't know what's going on, just don't worry. Just keep in mind there will be scheduled videos, so you don't have to worry. I will make some regular uploads though, just in case something really bad happens or something special I want to work on. It could be like something very cool. But just to keep in mind as a reminder, please always make sure you remember that it does not mean all the time there would be something else happening. And yeah, in case something special happens, please just keep in mind and hopefully things will be alright. Alright. Oh! See my gun, hunting them. Oh, big boy. Dead now. Ah, I love it when you can do that. Alright. You can also make like certain things with the station. There we go. Nope. There we go. Now we got that. And we can now come back here every time. And collect research to advance our weapons and arsenal better. Alright. So, yeah. We did good. At least we did good on getting something. Let's see, did we unlock it? Yes. Also with that, we can research other things. Now we got hookshot. That is upgradable. We can now recreate that tool again. We got monster detector, monster inspector, where we can inspect things with it. Real hook, multi-ore detector, this is upgradable, same with cave detector, and this detector. Oh, definitely gonna change a lot. Because it's like the bigger one, but you can actually have it detect what ores you really are hunting. Now that's a good advancement. But once you get to titanium, you can make like all kinds of things. A device allow you to move fast, new weapons, a teleporting gadget, a escape teleporter, small and handy and cheap. Get you up to your ship again, no matter where you are. And of course, more tools. Even the even this type of special scanning tool, which gives you a bigger range, which is excellent. Of course, until you upgrade to this beauty, then upgrade again to the quantum emulator, which I want to get. But for now, we need to advance, and yeah. Of course, now we can go all the way. We can make this. But we're gonna need copper. Which I think they should do is make it where when you're about to make the STL drive, you need to get the damaged drive first, the broken drive from your spaceship, and then you craft it in this, and you upgrade it from the broken to this, as like a reverse engineer. And now, we can take a step forward to a new age! Well, so we can use core fragments for this, to change the thruster thing so the ship speed is +2. And that's to get ourselves the first crew. Alright, now, we have advanced it to the point where we begin. Boom. It's finally time. Time to go all the way and just go break it down. Just do that and boom! This rusted thing now is no longer a rusted piece of junk. It's becoming something far more. Incompatible mod detect. Okay, what was it not detecting? Incompatible mod. Alright. Because I knew this worked. Or is it because we always do start with this, but alright, I'll be right back. I'll just have another recording that explains whatever I find. Hey guys, so a bit of update. I did some looking through on set mods, and yeah, not a lot of people know why AVI race on this patch mod is no longer being supported. And they're waiting until there's a support patch, which we still don't know what's going on, or if the person left, or what. But for now, just in case whatever you do and you find out whatever you have to do to get the questing to work, my advice is just keep in mind whatever you gotta do and see if you gotta do quests or something. I do recommend you do it. Oh, and yeah, just in case you find there's also a race thing. There's also other race add-ons, but I'm gonna wait until I know they are good. So yeah, I'm also going to be looking into just in case it's one of the mods that prevents that happening, or if it's something else. Right now, I'm doing is for now, which hold on, look on my other screen. Yeah, basically I'm doing some testing while in admin for now, but I will not be in admin all the time because I want to experiment, see if there's a way to fix that, just in case. So for now, I will turn it off. But I didn't cheat anything, just to let you know, I didn't cheat. All I'm trying to do is make sure, find out whether it is the bug, I can fix it, or find another way to solve it. If I had to switch spaceship types, that would kinda suck, but it's better than nothing. As well, I'm trying to collect things, and basically, as you can see, trying to make sure the commands and like any dialogue is running right. So if there's something wrong, I do run a command to see what's the issue, in case if it's same applies to Linux users or Windows, or it's just Linux users. Which I'm already doing testing on both screens with different operating systems with the controls input. Mainly made a copy of the thing. The way how that thing just eats its own creature just eats its own children. Oh, it's just unique how that gore works. Alright, just killed it. I just killed a mother, and I don't think anyone would want to deal with it. Okay, I'll just go up here, see what's up here. Good, I'll take that. Aim mechanized parts, that's good. Oh, this is new. There's no pathway like that was there before. I guess right here is update. So I got a weapon that is 1.2 and there's a weapon that is that. Okay. More weapons, so I can scrap it. That's how you get down without killing yourself. There we go. Activate and whoosh. Oh man. Alright, in there, yeah, seriously. Compressed fuel block. Chip fuel. It dense blocks of processed Hurricane's fuel. I guess one way to do it. Alright. Well, I guess back at it again. Oh, this is new on changes. Alright, so we're gonna see if this fixed it, but if not, well, at least we'll know how to use certain things. Yeah, I already seen the dialogue. Alright. I'll do it, but yeah, I'll do the scan thing too. That will help me unlock a scanner, so I could easily just scan around, get to know something. But yeah, you get to learn a lot once you get a scanner. Like, you get to know what certain things are, who is who, even funny thing. Oh, I'll do that so I can get that done. Voila. Oh, just England. Well, when you're done, just use the word and boom. It should be quick. Just like that. No need to wait. Just lock and load. Yeah, I'll just do that so I can increase my technology. well on the way. I just need to first talk to the guy. Yeah, this is gonna be a long series. I will admit that. It's gonna be long, but hey, worth it. Okay. Alright, so I do want to get the mech mission done too, but of course some might say something, but why not? And take this, so you can use this as handy source. And now we double back. Now we can make a mech. I think I know what mech could be a good start. I'll go for this. And since we're making things, we'll need this. This will need more wires. Yeah, I'm gonna go get more wires. That will give me a reason to go to my base and make all that stuff. Just make a taper for the bears. Make more wires. And now we just go back up to the spaceship. And we'll just begin. I do have an idea to convert a planet into a whole entire base. That means now I can upgrade those, that's good. First weapon, the hunting rifle arm, and the other weapon. And yeah, the first mech being assembled. It's not much, but I'll make it desert color to match the desert heats. And now, boom. Oh wait, I almost forgot. Yeah, because I made that bear to have a, you know, that tailor, I should just get it to the fella. Boom! Business back up. And now I can buy copper pickaxes if I get way too much cash. Or sell tons of minerals. Which of course, are the only ones I could do. So there we go. Sell them a bunch of iron. Now that's galactic profit. Guess there's a room. Alright. So, I guess we'll see if this mission will do it. But, before I get too jumpy, I want to see if I was able to now get the other handgun. Finally. No more bolt tappers. The age of bolt tapping is over. Now, time for dual wheel cutters. Now this might seem dumb, but it's worth it. And now, time to go. And go in and go off for the kill. Like the dogs are excited. Hey! Hey y'all, sorry if the footage took so much until I had to fix it all up, but I finally solved the issue. Oh, also I may have caused the other thing to happen, but yeah, I'm gonna show you. It took me so much also to get other things, and I will show you. Like, there's used to be other mods to add other things. We'll just use this to expand. There we go. Just get rid of that. They should add at least another mod where you can just change things up. Oh my god, now it looks like a 2. Looks like I just crashed this thing. So yeah, we're gonna... It's kind of like a mixed version. So for now, we'll probably have to make this. Well, kind of looks like there's 2 of them. So yeah. Of course, for now, I'm probably gonna have to wait until they add a patch or something so you can convert this back and get rid of the other. But at least we got more expansion. Should get out admin thing. There we go. Finally. So we might have to deal with what we got, but oh well. I can make use with it. Just expand this way and make it look like I combine this with another thing. There we go. So there will be glitches, like some things are blocking. But I'm gonna move things around. And there we go. So yeah, this is kind of like a fix, but I did rework on the ModPack, so Here we go, to the moon! This might end badly. Alright, so I'm gonna mine up wherever I could. Oh, I can breathe on this one. I should probably use the pickaxe because it's slow on this planet. Frozen dirt, worth it. Oh, let's see, do I have a... Yeah, I have an iron pick. Copper, already got too much. Oh yeah, I also changed the thing here for more optimized version, but... So, when you die quick on there. And boom, here we go. So if you're playing with your friends on the moon, expect a unique entity to come for you. And yeah, I mean unique. He'll be coming for you and you'll be unable to escape him. So, my advice, just be very careful. As if he's coming for your things. Like your soul has some power. And he's like, oh, I must absorb the soul. But yeah, quite cool actually. I want this to feel like something unique, not something you could defeat right away. Make it seem like you need to outmaneuver him. And take on risk. So that means whatever you do, your best choice is get out of the area quickly. Ropes are good because if you're in low gravity, you could just slingshot yourself out. And there you go, you can escape and, well, deal with the inhale storm. But I do recommend collecting more Arceus fuel because the more you can collect, the more better. And of course, there's also people who say that gamers, like people who are gaming a lot, have a gaming addiction, but I will tell you, who has the worst addiction out there? Who has it worse? Is it tech enthusiasts, scientists, or gamblers? The answer would be gamblers. Because they have a worse addiction, and they'll say, no, you have the worst addiction, to defend their addiction, because they don't admit they're the ones who have the worst addiction out there for gambling up the money. And trust me, it gets bad. I remember seeing one of my friends show me his dad has a worse gambling addiction. His dad goes to places like faraway places, never said anything where he went, and he'll lie and gamble away. He'll gamble away every month, which made my friend upset about his dad. And couldn't believe what he looked up to has the worst gambling addiction, and his dad says to him saying, hey, you got the worst gaming addiction. But actuality, it's people who have just been gambling a lot. Which gets me thinking with my friend. Because if the guy said that we have worse gaming addiction, then why is it gambling is far worse than gaming? We just get bored of gaming and we stop playing games. We take a long breaks. And we do. We do. I do walk around. I do explore areas and people say I don't. And I do. I do take walks too. I like to walk into the woods, see the beauty. Then other people say, oh, you don't do that, you're gaming addiction. And you probably did that in the game. Actually, no. We actually do walk out and go places. And saying that having a gaming addiction, like a addiction to gaming, alright, then where's your proof of not being addicted to, you know, gambling? And of course, when you say that to certain people, they're just gonna try to cover up and say, let's talk about something else. And they don't want to admit that they have addiction on that stuff. And they don't want to admit they have that bad addiction. Even hell, my mom doesn't want to admit that. Same with my dad. And trust me, they do not want to admit it. They have the worst addiction, like every others in the old generation, of gambling. Like if you see them play, let's say you see your parents and other parents do gambling and gamble a lot while playing. And they say that, like you and others say, like they say about us having a gaming addiction, and then suddenly they've been on their phones, plus also looking out more, while we've been less on our phones, but mostly working a lot. Work on projects, studying, reading books. It's funny, like the moment you think they say like you have a gaming addiction, like a gaming addiction, to put it addiction, like game addiction, then suddenly you literally see if they still have an addiction on gambling, and they say you have an addiction on gaming, just say this. Alright, then why is it you still have an addiction to your phone and gambling? You've been on your phone a lot, you never did anything else. Plus, you just be on your phone to pass time too much. And where's your proof of you not gambling? Near. You also been gambling a lot in secrecy. Then they're gonna say, no. Well, you say, oh yeah? So, okay. So let's say I go to one of the places and then I somehow catch you gambling. Would you admit that you are wrong and I was right? And they will probably say, no, you're wrong, you've been gambling. Like, you. And they'll just end up messing up the words, while some will probably say, no, you've been addicted to your games. Stop being addicted. Well, they want you to work, and they say you're not getting a job, and you think, oh really? Where's your proof of you actually care about family, huh? And that kind of shows how broken family is. And in all honesty, I already seen how much my friends show how messed up this is. And here's the thing, it's not just gambling addiction the old generation have. It's snowmobile speed, like speed addiction. Like, where's the safety? Like, you say we new generation are so speed addictive, even though it's half of us. But you all back then are so addicted, only some of you knew not to go over that speed. You knew it's better to be safe and not get into trouble. But you still have an addiction. You have an addiction on certain things like drugs, gambling. It's just sad. You just say we have an addiction on gaming, even though it's not true. And it just hurts our feeling, because what if we caught you so addicted playing, you know, you're saying you're playing around with certain things, even though the truth is you just gambled away in secrecy, and you didn't want to admit that you are addicted too much on gambling. And you don't want to admit that you are so addicted. Then it just shows how embarrassing it gets, but also you just don't want to admit that we were right. You were addicted, even addicted to drugs or anything. Well, we got better not to get addicted. And that's really true, because we actually take long breaks from our computers too, and other things. Like, you gotta admit, coding can be hard and long, tedious progress. Like, especially if you're making like a program app that actually helps you with certain things or daily life. Or let's say you're making a game and you want people to enjoy it but try out other things too. But you want also have a way to make money. That's a great opportunity, at least if you're making money, making a business. Or if you're a tech repair company, you're trying to repair tech, that's great too. I'm happy for you, that's good. It's just, one thing I'm mostly sad about is when old generation parents lied to the new generation, saying that we are addicted to gaming, and they think banning it would solve it, but no. Then where's the proof of them gonna stop gambling, stop using tons of speed and other things? The proof is, there's none. They just hide it under the rug and they don't want to admit. It's just sad. Well, I guess I got extra things to use. Alright. Good thing they changed this in Fragging Universe, so you only need crystallized Urki's fuel and not the block. So, at least I'm just gonna say, I would be proud if every parents of all generation realize, maybe take a notes on what they should take note of and realize this. Their addiction was not okay on gambling. And if they say we are still gambling, like we have a gamble addiction on games, then I don't know what to say. I think it's probably just gets to a point where we all would agree that it's time and we need to break apart. This would hurt a child's feelings, yeah, but if this keeps up and families don't realize they're hurting Gen Zs though, and they say they're not, I don't know what, but at least we know not to go too far and not to push our limits. And we did better, at least that's good. Alright, so it looks like I gotta get that middle. Okay. Alright, well, plot this down. Let's see. In minerals that has that. Nope. I will also just make a remark thing. That I want to say is, long we all could agree that what we did wrong in acing is, and like what we say is not okay, to just and just get along. That I'd be happy, because back then I tried to get along with my family and spend time with them. But then we never get a chance to spend time. Make this the green chest. There we go. Make all that. And there we go. We got something good to use. So we will be probably doing a lot of things, but yeah. Okay, one way to click soil. Okay. So, when people have an addiction on gambling, it's pretty bad, right? But when people who say that we have an addiction on games, they're just going to realize later on, we just get tired, even some of us make videos and we're trying to make money. But we do care about our fan base and the fandom. Because who doesn't care? Nick, I thought there was something there. Alright. When all this fights on who has the worst addiction, mostly people will just agree with some, like 50% people will agree with others, while other 50% will probably agree with something else, or a perfect balance. And of course, I do believe there will be a perfect balance for everyone. At least, like, as long as we all could agree on what we all can agree on, I think there'd be a better possibilities where we can not need to fight all the time. Because I know there's lots of people that have addiction on car racing, there's others that have different addiction on loads of stuff actually. And mostly, it can be good things. I get it. It could be good for everyone who wants to play or do certain things, but the bad thing is a lot of issues could happen. And I will point out that once we all get to that certain point, it's most likely we would have distrust and hatred against each other. There was even a time I remember some of my family members started arguing or having fights over what is right and what is wrong. And hopefully in the future we don't have to probably fight at all, because we all need to point out other things too, what older generation has an addiction to, and they might point out we might have a certain addiction, but actually the real addiction they really should look at is which one of us has what addiction at what. Some of my friends I remember has an addiction dressing up as a female, and yeah, I'm dead serious, I'm not joking. One of my friends will do that, and they would legit do that. And I question why. I question them why, but they never always tells me why. They sometimes invite me to try it out, but I just didn't want to accept it. I get it should been. I get people told me I should give it a shot, not to be afraid, have fun at least, and like try it out with everyone on whatever thing. And there's a bunch of communities that do that. There's like males and females helping each other to be more like dressing up as opposite gender. And so many of my other friends said that I should give it a shot and see how I like it. If I dislike it, then yeah. There's also others communities like the furry communities and more. Which I get, the furry community, they are nice people. It's just sad part they got framed. every time they get framed by a certain hacker or online hacker. And it's pretty bad. Sometimes the online hacker is actually the old generation, before Gen Z or before that generation. And even the boomers will hack in, and it's kind of messed up. Why hack and destroy certain communities' websites? All you gotta do is leave it be, don't bother it. If someone talks about it and you don't like it, you can ask them kindly not to talk about it. If you feel discomfort, just don't be rude, and just ask nicely. It's not hard, just ask kindly. Everyone will even tell you the same thing. So just don't be afraid and give it a try, see how you like it. Too. Who knows, maybe you might like it or dislike it, depends on also what community you like and dislikes. I know tons of my other friends who loves Warhammer. They even know so much about the crossovers and all that back then. That was awesome back then. Even though it might be a crossover, it's not that bad. Some of it became canon, some of it became canon. And yeah, that's pretty cool. Back then, when I got StarBound, some of my friends and me talked about saying, when we saw the next update, we wondered, since we found out in the game source code, there will be a secret crossover. And there was going to be a Killzone crossover once, but then it never happened. There was also going to be a Ratchet & Clank crossover. So we assumed it was still in the work, like the programming could be hard for a 2D game, certain weapons had to be built like the actual weapon, and the armor should have its balanced perks. And I understand all about that. That's really important. The thing I will point out though is when you are watching or playing a video or listening to recordings or audio, just remember, it's best to be respectful and kind. Don't go around spreading hate. Doing that will make people not like your own side of you. Of course, you can make your opinions, but don't be rude. If others attack you on accident and you're only making opinions, just walk away and don't engage. Don't even put your frustration out on the internet saying this and that happened. But you can still make good opinions or some suggestions. That helps out. There was once a suggestion I made, which some of the furries agreed to my suggestions, to keep the character basic but not too extremely detailed. Well, others disagree, saying that too much details is good. It just expressed themselves too much better. Which at least there's some that agreed with me. Like 50% agreed, while other 50 doesn't. Because if your character is simple and there's others that also have similar type of character build, they can customize it, change it, same with you. You can actually chat together and say, hey, I got an idea, how about we do this? So it still be simple, but we can actually have a unique twist where most of our characters did once visit each other's. And it works out better that way. Which I like to see how people integrate their character, how they handle the story, the plot, and everything. That's the best part about it. But just remember, everyone has different addictions. Gaming addiction, it just goes away quickly since people can get bored of gaming too much. And that's really true. I got bored on gaming one time, and another time it happened when the game gets boring or has a worse update or something. Then I get bored of it after checking out. Then just not go on it. Which my parents, well, they say that I'm addicted to gaming, but then they don't look at when I am on doing that, or if I'm doing is learning code and how to make the games work different. Which I'd like to learn, see how the game works with certain coding, study, and know what I'm dealing with. Knowing how is really important. It just opens up opportunities to make a new game later on, so I can make a lot of money. So once time comes, I would like to share things what I would be working on, so you can actually join in and have fun playing on a cool game. Which I'm thinking about mostly adding a cosmetic shop, so you can add what cosmetics and such you could have. And there will be big plans after I learn more about the game source codes, how to develop their games, which I want to make a unique indie game retro title. Something really fun, really entertaining, and you can still play around, destroy the world that you go around in, and do crazy stuff. And I think it would be a great opportunity. Give you guys something to have fun on, even have unique cosmetics and all that. Nothing too extreme, nothing too bland, it's just something simple. And I just hope in the future it will bring so much joy for you all to get to enjoy. Oh, that's a cool feature. So more deeper you go on the Frame Universe mod, deeper. Oh, okay. What's showing me? Okay, I guess I'm dealing with raiders. Alright, going. Woo! Now that's a lot of toasting. Oh, wait. I want to explore this area. Cheers. There we go. Alright, back to the mining for that. What was I saying before I got side distracted? Yeah. So, basically, I have big plans in the future, and I'm just hoping once I get it done, you all can enjoy it, play along if you want. I will be doing a cool trailer in the future. And I might plan to get it on PlayStation and Xbox. That if Xbox company is okay with us, but if not, oh well. I did try, right? Alright. So, I will be, however, busy on looking into jobs that are open for all systems, which I'm still looking into. Even though my parents say that I have a gaming addiction or other things, I just will fight this out. I've been looking for things, looking up stuff, studying coding, and also studying what is the best cleaning stuff, just in case I had to get a janitor job. And yeah, being a janitor is not a bad choice, too. That opens up opportunities, and having a cleaner place in the work areas is good. Well, I guess I'm making an oil mess. So, what the? Oh my! Oh, that was an ambush. Holy! Yeah, I'm not getting my stuff stolen because of the ambush. Oh man. This series is just crazy. Alright, so back to other thing. So basically, once I get enough money, I'm planning to upgrade a lot, get better equipment, work on the game more, better effort understanding how every game works, and then plan ahead and release a cool trailer. I want y'all to feel like you earned it a chance to play. Not feel like, oh, this is a boring trailer or other things. No. So yeah, we'll be of course I will be also making better things. And hopefully later on I will have more chances. There we go. So with this I could just get that and boom. But first I want to use some machinery here. Aw, even though it's stone. Sandstone? There we go! I believe I became a desert person. That's good. Alright, so once I do get the game made and have anything, I want you all have great fun in exploration. I want you to feel like you actually took on the part to explore and have fun, not took on a part that didn't give you actual fun. Because fun is part of everything, right? So hopefully at the end things will be better. But just remember, for a long time, I will also be visiting other family members, as I did said that in one of my videos. As I just want to have a chance to visit my family members, see how they all doing, and I also want to do something fun with my Grammy. I know my mom probably let it be true, but I think having fun with family members is a great opportunity, because you can actually have a good time, chat, and talk about great things that happen. Just put that there because why not? Oh, we got silicone out of that. Nice. Nice with other things. But mostly silicone is very important. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, I could just vertide. There we go. Just need to get more tomato seeds. Oh yeah, canning food, that's definitely useful, because with that I can do that. That would be handy, and I could get better batteries. What do you think, guys? Should I go for better batteries or get the power smelter? It will require 12 watts, but yeah. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, but this mech repair pod. Prioritizing release in quest 20 per 3.5 seconds if a mech is nearby. Yep. Okay, so we got that. Plus we can make an extraction lab that gives us which is a good thing with this one, just requires 10 J. And this is good because we're gonna need that. We'll also gain this is good too, but I want to unlock more of the plants. But gain cactus, that's gonna be good because, well, I can make some hacking and stuff. Alright. But mostly, let me know in the comments which one you want me to go for, silicone batteries or the power smelter. And I'll go for which ones you guys want me to. Since these things will give me research, and I have a shit tons of gold, so yeah. But other than that, I'm just hoping I can spend more time with other family members. I get it, there's others that are working a lot and we don't usually get a lot of time or get a chance to get along. And it gets really bad when that happens, and you kind of wonder, why, Nikki? Why it gets bad? Is everything all bad? To put it the way things going, yeah. So, other than that, we'll probably have to work out something. And I just don't want to feel like I was being rude to my family. Because, like, you know how it feels like when you're being rude, and you're trying to keep up things, work on projects, try to get things done and study a lot. You want to be more prepared, right? And then suddenly your parents push you around too much, put you in places that you shouldn't be in, and then you really question yourself, where is my free will? Where is my free will and my free rights? Is there any? And then it makes you distance while also not doing things as they ask, because you've already been asked for that too many times, distrusted, never have family time. And yeah, I think even little kids did that, distance themselves from families. Like, there was one mother that tries to get her son to go with her, actually overdid it on making her son do all the firewood. And now her son stops doing firewood. She's like, now stalling him, beating the living out of his stuff, trying to get him to do something. But the reason is, she didn't realize that she overdid it. She forced him to the limits where he feels like he's a prisoner. He has no free will, no freedom, no rights. Even when he got kicked off the internet too, he did not do anything and never washed. And like, his mom started panicking and sending out texts to everyone, and they try to figure out what the fuck is wrong with the kid. Sadly, the kid went to the hospital, but after the doctors found out, and some therapists, oh, they were not happy. The woman was forced to pay a huge charge for not realizing what's going on and what she did is wrong. After she realized it finally, she was upset. She tried to ask her own son after he recovered for a long time, which was like about 28 days straight. Like 28 days of being in the hospital, hooked up to IV lifelines and all that, and getting treatments while getting all the bugs being removed and all the infected skin patched up. And it was worse. And it's not just that. A lot of doctors scalded the shit out of the kid, but the kid ignored him. And the doctors, what the fuck is wrong with this kid? Some of them bitch slapped the kid too, which ended up with some of them being fired. The reason why some got fired after bitch slapping is because of laws. You don't bitch slap a child. Never slap them. You never even hit them, no matter what age. if you are a mother or father, never hit your child at any age, even if they have autism. And guess what? Older family generations still hit their child. Even get frustrated so quickly. It got bad enough where they even don't realize how distant they were from their child. My mom and dad didn't know they were so distant from me so many times. And they still repeat that distance and say I have a gaming addiction. Even though I've been reading books, studying, doing work, and like picking up some part-time jobs to basically get some money and pay up for certain things. I'd add though, if he had realized this sooner, something wasn't right, and realized something, he could have done something different, and I could understand he would have done something. But enough talk about my family. Let's focus on what I will say after what happened to that one mother, after she made a mistake of her child. After her son basically didn't respond, the doctor thought they killed him. No, he was still alive. They checked his his own veins, and life support shows he's still alive. It's not dumb enough. And they were wondering, so they got a therapist to figure out what the fuck is going on, and tell the therapist, the guy explained to them, saying, yeah, I'm very sorry, but this is what happens. This is the bullshit that happened. Sorry to disappoint you guys. After they realized what happened, the kid went through so much stress overworking and being told the same ordeal over and over and never had fun or care, and been told they're addicted to the games, even though they were not on the games. They got bored and decided to read books and do other things. And then that mother just kept going and going, taunting and being rude, and then end up doing certain things, made his friends in panic. Now his friends even think his mom is trying to kill him, and made them pissed. They attack her at certain stores too, which she regretted that. But they also found out he wasn't eating healthy anymore. He stopped eating. That led to dangerous limits of him dying. So they panicked and quickly did a lot of work. They also learned a lot of things what the kid told the therapist, and the therapist, he just says the kid been through a lot of abuse. Even when the mother didn't notice, she didn't even reward or didn't care about her son. Never loved him. It was very upsetting. She never even bothered to talk to him. So, after all that, the kid's mother gone through a lawsuit and was told she now has to deal with the lawsuits. She thought it wouldn't happen. She thought there'd be no lawsuit. But after what happened, yeah, no, they ain't gonna let that slide. They did not like what she did. There was even a time her husband even said the boy is weak and pathetic. And yeah, that didn't help. It made the situation worse. The kid's parents, then mainly the kid's father and mother, starts yelling at him for one time, and that made the situation even further worse. Even his mom death threatened him about taking away his stuff, about selling it. And yeah, that didn't work. They tried everything. They tried threatening the kid, and gone too far, threatened to kill the kid. But he doesn't give a shit if he gets killed. He just looked as far, not give a shit, giving him the look of the no emotion looks, as like he knows he's just gonna die anyway, so may as well let it. And I was more like surprised after hearing about how this happened. I thought it would be a happy story, there wouldn't be any hatred, but no. All I hear was some bad things that happened at one of the hospitals, and it's kind of sad. So, now the real question leads to is, who's going to take care of the child? Well, I've heard the parents lost their own child from a huge argument. The Child Protection Service had to take the kid away. After realizing how upset the kid was, they were not happy of those parents. not even spending a single bit of time, or make time. Like, they didn't think about making time to spend with their child. They never did. And that really upsets a lot of families. And I was like, ever hearing about what happened, what my friends told me about, it's just upsetting. It just shows there's no hope in the world, and why are we trying? Everyone's not going to care much, even who dies. They'll get to a point where they start threatening to kill ya. Well, whatever. Everyone's just gonna say, if our new generation says, whatever, kill us anyway, make our suffering over. It's not like you care about us anyway. And I know if I see kids like that in the far new generation, and I get kids, I would make sure I spend every single time with my own child, and taught and trained. I don't care what people say. If they say something about me being a piece of worthless shit, and not spend time with my own child in the future, for one, I would spend time, and for two, I'll make sure the child has its own things. If it's like if people say it got addiction on something, and they say, you got addiction on gaming, well, I will say, hey, we'll see how long this addiction lasts. If it doesn't last long, and I find out his actual addiction, then I win $5,500. But if you guys were right, that means you win $5,500. So you better save up enough money to put down on the table and not take it, or we'll have problems. And we'll do this as a challenge, see how long it lasts. And if I was right and my kid is just like me, just stops playing a game for a long time, and even does videos and edit it out, and somehow manage to extend the video, but also short the audio, I would be impressed. And whatever the kid does, like read books or do something, or plan ahead on making something, I'd be proud of my own kid, and I would say, you know what? How about I take you somewhere we can have fun? And yeah, I would take the kid to fishing. My dad would probably be proud, smiling wildly if he does pass away in the future. In which, if he does pass away, well, at least he could be smiling happy and say, oh, that's my son right there. Got his fishing boat ready. Oh, he's taking his own child to fishing. Now that's my boy. He'd probably smile big if he does pass away back then. Then in the future, like if he did pass away in the future, and I will say, well, Dad, I know you passed away back then, but at least you'll see your own grandson working his ass off, knowing how to use a motor, and we are boating across this, and making sure there's no plants on the motor, and clean it well. And catching fish that are big. We are sure gonna have fun. And yeah, he would be smiling and saying to himself, I wish that I was with them. Spending time. I guess I was wrong about my child addiction, and he was right about how people are, and how they change. And yeah. Of course, he'll probably be proud. He'll just say a lot with my mom. If my mom does pass away in the future too, and I'm the only one been working a lot, she probably will forgive me and say, that's my son. I guess he's right. He doesn't have addiction on that. I guess I was wrong about him. People do have different actual addictions, and there's actually more bigger addiction on gambling. I felt like I'm the only one not paying attention to details, but he did. And seeing him playing around and taking good care of his own son, that makes me proud, knowing he actually spent time with his own son. I may have not spent time with him, but at least he's making sure his son is having time well spent, while he's making sure he had time made. And yeah, I would reach out and make sure I have a lot of time made, and I'll do it. But if people say that I don't make time, and I was a bad person, okay, where the fuck you are at? I would want to know where you're hiding before I excavate the shit out of your hideout. And I'll make that clear. I'll make it clear enough as daylight. Because yeah, if I find out someone doesn't care about their son, that would be embarrassing. And I would make sure, even if my own child, he or she does get friends, I would make sure to upgrade the boat, upgrade everything, make sure I build better. And I will let them join in on the fishing with a special fishing rods I'll design. The old fishing rods, I'll just hang them up on the wall as a reminder of the good old days when me and my dad gone fishing, and my mom and me gone fishing as well. Because I'll make sure of that, and I will have a good time, because I would rather have people know about my family's history. I even will have a giant plaque with a hooks made and a picture of me and mom and dad did some good old time fishing. Well, have it in my lab while I'm working on all kinds of crazy attractions, all kinds of crazy experiments. I'll be going all mad scientist and going around and like doing things like this. It's alive! Saying that so many times, every time I create the machine and make it work. People will be saying, okay, this guy's crazy as fuck by doing. Oh, and they will be like it. Because I will make sure I have a great time. And I will make sure of it. Like spending time with my own family members, spend time with my own wife. I'll also make sure we even will have good videos. Because I would rather have a good time with families, and if we do videos, that's alright. I will have a great time with them. Because I want to make the time worth it. Not make the time feel like it's not worth it at all. I want to feel like it's definitely worth it, definitely worth the time and effort. And I will do it. I legit will do it. I want to make sure the family is having a great time. And if others say that I ain't doing the job, then I don't know what then. All I will say is, at least on the bright side, I would have done something. And I would make sure I did it right. And I want to make sure that is fulfilled. Not feel like it's not achievable. I want to feel as if I achieved something and I made sure. And I'm willing to go great lengths to advance and make sure everyone spend times. Oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that. Alright, with this, at least I'll get more of those made and quickly mine up resources with it. Alright, so a carbon tool. Basically, the carbon pickaxe is going to be good. In this, I'm just gonna save for a bit in the game. But back to the other thing, I will be working on great lengths of advancements and enjoyment. And of course, I will be doing a lot of things as I wanted to make sure things will be good. And I do want to make sure there'll be plenty of fun celebrations and tons of great events I want to make. As to basically put it, I want to make it so we can actually all can have fun on games or on VR chat or anything else, and have a great rememberable times. As I want to make sure it's rememberable, fun, and something we all can agree that we will all have a great time while we are. And with other things to add onto the top of it, of all, I also hope we can all have a better time and reflect every other person on who has what and hopefully we all don't have to have a fight, because eventually I know I get bored when I just get bored of playing games. I just end up reading or doing certain things. And I know that's just me being different to everyone. Even some families would just disagree, say that I am playing on some game and I'm addicted. But then they will realize that's the problem. They are more addicted on other things and saying they're not, even though it's fun to see them try to cover up what they're actually addicted of. Which, it's alright to admit that you actually are addicted of something. It's just, as long as you're honest of your actual addictions, then no one there will start fighting. Because what's the point of fighting if you don't actually want to admit on something? And of course, like we all don't want to always admit, because sometimes we can be scared and we don't want to admit that we did something that we should not have done. Oh yeah, that actually reminds me. I think if once I start making advanced plastic in the game, just a quick disclaimer, I have plans to use C4 plastic explosives by placing them in getting away and then shoot a gun. Once done, it will explode high and get a lot of things lined up. So it's gonna save me like loads of more time, but also having less time wasted. I know it will be a lot of explosives needed, but once done, it's done. Of course, I'm thinking maybe if I had to use a throwing dynamite to explode the C4. But we gotta make the space age polymer, get this made, and at least now we can make better technologies. We got augment extractor, pull the augment right out, remove your pet's colors too, and all that. Actually reminds me. There we go! Ooh! Now we unlock something nice. I know I can further advance. Alright. So I need more circuits, okay. So, now the huge question would be, what will I do later on? That I will be doing a lot of like stuff, advancing, studying, and like for real study and real advancements. Because I want to also get better at work on Linux coding and C++ and other codings. As well take on saying what the best thing is safe for cleaning stuff and not use something dangerous, and what is good to get rid of nasty grease. And yeah. So at the end, I'm hoping once I make a lot of like money and such, I'll make better things. There we go. Get this researched. There we go, for the explosives. We're gonna need more of that metal, so we'll need better gear. Berries, yes, that's handy. So in case my items are still needed, I'll have another way to keep them powered. Alright, I'm gonna end the episode here. But yeah, just remember everyone, not everyone might be correct on any addictions. So if someone says that I have a gaming addiction, but then find out later what my real addiction was, it doesn't mean they can assume and say, hey, he has this addiction, we should have him know this is not okay. Alright, then where's your proof of my addiction? If there's no proof, then there's no point of arguing. Just remember, everyone has an actual addiction. Once you find it, well, don't be rude to them. That's who they are. Right now, best of luck, and hope you all have a great day and great night.